Ladies and gentlemen, today I am not in my Massachusetts. You have probably already recognized in the bottom left hand corner I finally have my hands on the mighty Alabama. And this is going to be paddling. So, obviously, top tier. And we've got a lot of juicy cruisers, uses to feast on, as well as broadside targets. So what we're going to do is we are going to reposition. But obviously this flank is going to collapse real quick. So the only suggestion that I have is to get out of here and go towards C. But it's A is to open. Or should I say to expose. And well, you know, if it's another Alabama. And I'm spotted by an eyeball. Yeah, there we go. So we take a shot at the mains. Hopefully we can get rid of him off the bat. So I turned out, predicting he was going to fire. And I managed to get 3 pens, taking him down to basically almost non-existent HP. And he is not really happy about that. But what he doesn't know, Alabama, just like its body sister ships, are agile as hell. So that dude is not a happy chappy. Meanwhile, we see a Brandenburg. I was thinking about taking a shot at him. Meanwhile, we see a Boise out here. Take a shot at him. Hopefully we can end up sending him back to port due to plunging fire. Because I know that the American battleships now have short fuse AP. And yeah, we got Death Strike. See you later. Sit down. Go back to port. Yeah, so that's the advantage about these over the Iowa guns. Yes, they are 45 caliber, so you have less range. But 19.1 on my Alabama, my Sims is rank 16, Legendary 3. It's still got a decent amount of range. And because these are 45 caliber guns, I do not overpen cruisers as much. Meanwhile, if there's a Friesland out there absolutely barbecuing one of our battleships. Meanwhile, we have a Courciello over here that is slightly angled. But we should have enough pen to bloody reach that citadel, anyway. While we are supporting the flank with our Flint, our Kansas, as well as our Riga. And yeah, we got a juicy result out of that, only getting 1 ricochet. So I managed to get a good enough amount of damage, and that's why the Courciello ends up deployed as smoke, or Algel free card as I like to call it. And then we see the Massachusetts over here. And he's like, I want to die. I want to die. And then he turns in, hold the fire, hold the shot, so he's angled perfectly. Meanwhile, there's a Brandenburg that's pushing up on the right. So I ends up taking the shot at the Brandenburg.
Enemy battleship detected.
Then it ended up turning out, avoiding his shells. And he did nothing to me. He only scraped the paint off me. That's basically the best he did. But which is better? Let's see. Brandenburg versus Alabama.
Enemy cruiser detected.
I mean, I'm fortunate to only get a few pens. And then that body Massachusetts ended up making me pay for my crimes. As I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of deserve that because I was in broadside a bit. So I did kind of deserve that. As a reminder that there's a battleship still present in the area. I did kind of... Yeah, so the Massachusetts opens up the angle again. He's like, I want to die. Someone please kill me. So I'm happy to oblige, and I'm over angled, so I have to turn back in again. And I repaid him the favor. But instead, I did not strike his citadel. There you go, and... See what I miss? See what I mean? Missed entirely. That makes me want to focus him down, but I have to realize that there's still a battleship and a cruiser on this flank. Smacked him for a good amount of damage. And that's why we see the Zara on here, but what is scary about a Zara? It gets semi-armor piercing. And I'm not dumb to shoot at a mains that is turning. Yes, I do understand he has the range, but still. Meanwhile, our Kansas is currently being barbecued as well. And then the Riga is not too long for this one. So I did not do a whole lot this game. Managed to get a cruiser off the board. Then I just missed the Massachusetts by the swing of his aft end. Then I see the Brandenburg again, flat broadside. Then the mains is over here, doing what mains do and light peeving people off. I take a shot over the mountain, didn't get spotted, so you should not know those are coming until it's too late. But in typical main fashion, yeah. Don't have to say too much. He's like, Alabama's garbage. Oh, no.
Enemy battleship sighted.
And he's far out of my range. And there's the Massachusetts over here. Don't really have to be too scared of him, providing it's a secondary build. And the Massa ends up taking out our Flint. So I'm gonna have to really play the Massa the favor and send a full salvo of American, super heavy American armor piercing directly at him. And we only hit him for 6k, but that's decent. Then I see the Friesland and I start moving forward again. Then I'm like, I have to support this Liang. So I continue backing up. No. There was no real time for me to make adjustments, so I just take the shot anyway, hoping I can end up doing penetration damage. And we only hit him for one shell. But one shell is all that matters, because now he's even lower than what he was before. And I can see what this Bruce is trying to do. Trying to bait me out. Meanwhile, our Charlotte is sitting on the back line. And our Kansas is currently being consumed by the water. Meanwhile, the Zara over here is getting a bit too overconfident. Provided the Riga does not end up making him pay the price of his sins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out, showing the Zara who's boss, and sending him back to port. And down goes the Riga. And we see the Zara over here, opens up the angle. And do I really have to say it? GG. Thanks for playing. And of course we get the Citadel to finish that off. So now we're going to meet the main striking force of this game now. There's only 3 of us. And there's 6 of them. And then the mains ends up trying to annoy me with his stupid HE. Here's the thing, I smacked him for 12k at the beginning of the game, if you guys remember. So what is the odds that he is at low HP? And I am spotted by a plane.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
You're dumb, Paul Brandenburg. You know. You are dumb. You are so dumb, Paul. I'm coming for you. Get him, AAs. Get him, boys.
Fire alarm.
I'm not stupid. I know where that friend of ours come from.
Problem solved, sir. Fire alarm.
I am not playing Ring Around the Rosie. Not today. I think I want to take one of your guns. And I took one of his guns. That's the best I can do, is take one of your guns. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Catch you guys in the next video.